What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Mauricio Sulaiman. Mauricio Sulaiman discusses the future of Manny Pacquiao and Deontay Wilder. The World Boxing Council president Mauricio Sulaiman has discussed the future of the boxing stars and former champions Manny Pacquiao and Deontay Wilder. The WBC head appeared on the AK and Barack show for his monthly update, airing his views on Pacquiao and Wilder. Both Pacquiao and Wilder have been the subject of much discussion surrounding their future. Senator Pacquiao has a money-spinning fight with Terrence Crawford in the news, while there is speculation that Wilder could fight Tyson Fury for the third time. According to rumors, if things don't go his way on arbitration with Fury over the contracted bout, Wilder may consider retirement. Wow. Now, let me counterpunch, okay? First off, if that happened, I think, and he doesn't get what he wants, I think he retires. That means Tyson Fury won. That means you let one defeat cripple you. You crumbled under the idea of fighting better opposition. I think that Wilder, is entitled to the third fight. I mean, because you can't do anything about a natural disaster, but it could want to be one of those things where you kind of chop it up and it's like, what can you really do about it? Because the thing is, can you really blame Tyson Fury? Can you really blame Deontay Wilder? And like I told you guys last week, I think it's a situation where you may need to consider the idea of just dropping it, because it's the network's fault at the end of the day that the fight didn't take place like it should have taken place. Because Tyson Fury's team decided to opt out. I think that's where the problem lies, because they were like, okay, you knew it was a pandemic, and through this, you used it as an opportunity. Regardless of what they used or not, it's hard to tell Fox or ESPN, especially when they had to merge together to come to make a fight like that. I think at the end of the day, it's hard to tell them. So if you're going to do anything, go after the networks, because the networks is the reason why the contract expired. So the thing is, how do you rewrite a contract due to the COVID-19? It's unfortunate. The whole time it's unfortunate because nobody really knows how the pandemic's going to play out. But then what could you place on the act of God? Because that's an act of God situation. You can't say, well, hey, it's Tyson Fury's fault, he must fight me. They had a loophole and they got out of the loophole due to the time being wasted from the networks trying to figure out when were they going to do it. And then one guy decides, hey, you know what? The contract's over with. The contract's expired. All that good stuff. So, but Mauricio Sulaiman said that he may need to consider retirement after that. I think that's the wrong thing to put out there altogether. Why would Mauricio Sulaiman say something like that? Now, did he hear something? I don't know. I think this is his own opinion, and his own opinion only. I don't think he talked to anybody about that. And if he has, that's bad, because that means that Tyson Fury, that one loss has caused this man to fixate, focus, concentrate, elaborate on one fight. Okay. And at that case, and look, even Triple G has decided to fight after the Canelo fight, but he's still, hell bent on trying to get a third fight, which is stupid. Well, I don't even think he's trying to do that no more. So I'm glad that he either changed his mind. I just don't like him because he's not fighting anyone. But back to Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, I really feel that he should give this up. Let's get it, like, like, get your money if it's money to be gotten, because that's what the arbitration was supposed to be for, money. So if he can get money, that's fine, right? Because again, it's not his fault that the fight didn't happen, But I can tell you this. I will say this though. It is his fault that he didn't address the public like he's supposed to about how and what's going on with him in training. See, when you don't address people and you keep people and your fans in the loop, they can assume anything. And see, and everybody start talking about, oh, well, he's mentally broken. He's not there mentally and all that stuff. They said the same thing about Anthony Joshua, but one thing we did see Anthony Joshua do is train. We didn't hear things about, man, Anthony Joshua ain't even training at all. You didn't see pictures of Anthony Joshua sitting around drinking and shit like that, laying on a couch. You didn't see that type. He didn't want to project that type of image. Anything you seen Anthony Joshua do, he was working on his foot movement and turning and spinning and using the ring, okay? And that's one of the things that we knew he was doing. Versus Wilder, we don't know. So it's too much of we don't know. And then that just gives Tyson Fury's side the whole idea, okay, well, hell, if he's not even training, I'm not waiting around for this guy. And then we haven't heard him say that he was or was not training. Why would you hear it? See, we heard from Wilder once Tyson Fury said, you know what, I'm tired of it, I'm out. The contract's expired, so I'm done. So then we heard from Wilder. No, we should have been hearing from Wilder the whole time. I don't know if he was in a secret working on whatever. The problem was we didn't hear anything, and perception is all you need in this situation. And that's what happened. But for Mauricio to say, hey, I think he may need to consider retirement, I think Mauricio is trying to get Deontay Wilder out of the game and out of the picture. Do you know why, though? Because Mauricio knows at this point of the undisputed fight, he knows he's going to make more money than ever any of the trilogy or fourth fight or fifth. It ain't going to matter. See, he's already made that money from the sanctioning fees from those two fights with Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. I don't think Mauricio gives a shit if they have a third fight, because he's looking forward to either Anthony Joshua winning or Tyson Fury keeping the WBC strap. And on his end, either one that wins, he's going to make a shitload of money. That's what he's thinking about. He's not thinking about Wilder and what Wilder doing, saying some shit like this. Now, I know he did say in the other article, like, he needs to fight stiff for competition, but to say, hey, he may need to consider retirement, that's subliminal for, hey, I don't care if Deontay Wilder stays in the business or not, and he shouldn't do anything else in his career. That's why he compared him to Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is 42 damn years old, though. Okay? Wilder ain't that old. I mean, he's 35, but he's not 42. That 7 years makes a huge difference when you talk about putting gloves on and fighting. Okay? And you look at somebody like Wilder. Wilder could effectively fight for the next 5 years. Why? Because he doesn't throw a lot of punches anyway these days. He waits for one good shot. So you think somebody that waits for one good shot gonna get tired? He ain't gonna get tired. He gonna wait just like he did that Ortiz fight. Unless somebody's mauling him like Tyson Fury. You see what I'm saying? And that's a different thing. He's going to have to fight Tyson Fury. But that there is the problem all by itself. He can't fight. He can punch. I keep telling people that. So his technique, yeah, for one punch, yeah, he'll get you. But if he can't knock you out with that one punch, and we knew by the first fight with Fury, he can't finish. He's a terrible finisher. He's just a really good puncher at the end of the day. But saying, hey, this man might want to consider retirement, that just shows your confidence about what you think he can do and what you think he should do. Counterpunch. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Mauricio Sulaiman's comments towards Deontay Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.